It's 1979 in the play, so a lot's happening in the country, and the young people on the farm have ideas about going into computers. Young women for the first time are allowed to think about careers, and so they may not want to stay on the farm, and that's a problem for its future. My name is Pedersen, and I wrote a new play called This Will All Be Yours, with music and lyrics by Charles Bloom. This Will All Be Yours is about the decline of the family farm in America, in a fun way. I say in a fun way because at the end we do get to reinvention and the renaissance of the food industry. I grew up in the 70s and 80s in Western New York, and it wasn't uncommon to go to farm stands and get all kinds of fresh produce. Some of them were honor farm stands, where you would just leave the money and no one would be standing there to take it. And when I got to Manhattan, I was so surprised to go in the supermarket and buy some fruit. The fruit looked fantastic, it was very expensive, and it tasted like wet socks. I thought it was a mistake, so I went back a week later and I bought some more, and it was the same story. And what had happened is the country started importing fruit, for the most part, with no flavor, because it lasted longer on a truck if it was picked green. This was a mistake, in my opinion, and the play gets to that. This Will All Be Yours is not your typical musical because we don't have a big tap number, we don't have a lot of choreography, we don't have a lot of glitz. It'd almost be like a cabaret where when a performer comes to do their song, they really just stand and present it to you. I had the idea for the story, and it worked as a play, but it wanted the music. And so I loved the music that Charles Bloom had done for some small musicals in which I was not involved. He worked very fast. He was inspired. And I was really impressed because he's more of a city guy, LA and New York City, but he just really embraced farming America and did a wonderful job with it. It's taken 30 years to see this renaissance in agriculture, where we see more farmers markets, we see community-supported agriculture, and we also have the knowledge to understand, to want to know, where is our food coming from? What's in it? What pesticides were used? How are they treating the animals? And also, how are the workers being compensated who were involved in the production? I hope you'll come see This Will All Be Yours at the TVG Theater in Times Square. It opens July 17th.